An unmanned aerial vehicle, commonly known as a drone, is an aircraft without any human pilot, crew, or passengers on board. UAVs are a component of an unmanned aircraft system, UAS, which includes adding a ground-based controller and a system of communications with the UAV. The flight of UAVs may operate under remote control by a human operator, as remotely piloted aircraft, RPA, or with various degrees of autonomy, such as autopilot assistance, up to fully autonomous aircraft that have no provision for human intervention. UAVs were originally developed through the 20th century for military missions too dull, dirty or dangerous for humans, and by the 21st, they had become essential assets to most militaries. As control technologies improved and costs fell, their use expanded to many non-military applications. These include forest fire monitoring, aerial photography, product deliveries, agriculture, policing and surveillance, infrastructure inspections, science, smuggling, and drone racing. Many terms are used for aircraft which fly without any persons on board. The term drone has been used from the early days of aviation, being applied to remotely flown target aircraft used for practice firing of a battleship's guns, such as the 1920s Fairy Queen and 1930s de Havilland Queen Bee. Later examples included the Airspeed Queen Wasp and Miles Queen Martinet, before ultimate replacement by the Gaff Jindavik. The term remains in common use. In addition to the software, autonomous drones also employ a host of advanced technologies that allow them to carry out their missions without human intervention, such as cloud computing, computer vision, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and thermal sensors. For recreational uses, an aerial photography drone, as opposed to a UAV, is an aircraft that has first-person video, autonomous capabilities, or both. An unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, is defined as a powered, aerial vehicle that does not carry a human operator, uses aerodynamic forces to provide vehicle lift, can fly autonomously or be piloted remotely, can be expendable or recoverable, and can carry a lethal or non-lethal payload. UAV is a term that is commonly applied to military use cases. However, missiles with warheads are not considered UAVs because the vehicle itself is a munition. Also, the relation of UAVs to remote-controlled model aircraft is unclear. UAVs may or may not include remote-controlled model aircraft. Some jurisdictions base their definition on size or weight. However, the US FAA defines any uncrewed flying craft as a UAV regardless of size. The term unmanned aircraft was adopted by the United States Department of Defense, DoD, and the United States Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, in 2005 according to their Unmanned Aircraft System Roadmap 2005 to 2030. The International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, and the British Civil Aviation Authority adopted this term, also used in the European Union Single European Sky, SES, Air Traffic Management, ATM, Research, CSER Joint Undertaking, Roadmap for 2020. This term emphasizes the importance of elements other than the aircraft. It includes elements such as ground control stations, data links and other support equipment. A similar term is an unmanned aircraft vehicle system, UAVS, remotely piloted aerial vehicle, RPAV, remotely piloted aircraft system, RPAS. Many similar terms are in use. Unoccupied and uninhabited are occasionally used as alternatives to unmanned. Under new regulations which came into effect June 1, 2019, the term RPAS, remotely piloted aircraft system, has been adopted by the Canadian government to mean a set of configurable elements consisting of a remotely piloted aircraft, its control station, the command and control links and any other system elements required during flight operation.